I'm Jeff Joseph, as you can read. I represent the Consumer Technology Association. And for those of us who don't know us, we're a Washington, D.C.-based trade association representing about 2,000 companies across the field of technology, including Qualcomm. But we lobby, we do public education, we set standards, but we're probably best known for this, for being the producer of CES, the greatest trade show in the world, if I do say so myself. And this year is going to be set to be our biggest and best ever. We have over 170,000 people here in Las Vegas. It probably feels like a bit more as you're trying to move around. We have about 2.7 million net square feet of exhibit space, including a program here at the ARIA. About a third of those come from around the world. And this week we'll see about 20,000 products launched here. And as you walk around the show floor, you'll see these amazing products and devices that will be on many holiday Christmas lists next year. But if you dig a bit deeper and you pay a little closer attention to what's going on around the show floor, you'll see the people and the stories and the technologies that really are doing something special, that are really changing our world. If you walk around the Sands Convention Center and go to our health tech and our medical tech area, you'll see devices around digital therapeutics that are improving outcomes while driving down costs. If you head over to the South Hall of the Las Vegas Convention Center, you'll see the robots and robotics that are doing the tasks that we don't want to do or that are too dangerous for humans to do, that are aiding shut-ins. If you head outside of the convention center, you'll see self-driving vehicles that are allowing the elderly and others to have mobility. There's about 30,000 people or so die each year from vehicle accidents, vehicle incidents, so self-driving vehicles are helping to address those. And you can also meet some of the people who are creating these incredible technologies that are addressing some of our great global challenges. In the Sands, you can visit Boolean Girl. This is a small company, a startup, that provides low-cost coding technology specifically focused on middle-aged girls. As a father of two middle-aged girls, I love this company. But to get young women, to get girls involved in STEM, you can see Phone to Action, which was started by a Chilean-American immigrant, which democratizes access to civic engagement through an app for mobile devices. I think today you'll hear from my friend Mick Ibling with Not Impossible Labs. And for those of you who don't know Not Impossible, they use open source, low-cost technology to address great issues. They've helped bring technology and use 3D printing to create prosthetics for young people in the Sudan who've been injured. And you also find there's a great story. There's an 82-year-old woman, I think she's our oldest exhibitor here, from Florida. And she was a retiree, and she was concerned about, she noticed the danger and the impact of overheating in cars and the danger to children and to pets. And so she created an app that will notify you when the temperature in your car reaches dangerous levels. So these are the people and the stories that we like to tell. And to help do that, we launched a program here as part of our official awards program called Tech for a Better World. And that's part of our innovations program. I encourage you, if you're at the Sands, to go there and see some of the technologies that really are doing some of these great things. And the other program we've launched is called Let's Go Humans. And this is really a celebration, again, of the people and technologies that are bettering our world. We all love our smartphones. I'm a TV guy. I love my 4K UHD TV. But again, it takes take a moment, as we saw in the video with mobility, of how technology really empowers us to do things. So I'm going to run over here, and we're just going to look at a quick video.
Before there were self-driving cars and drones delivering the groceries, before automation became autonomous, and the lines between virtual and reality faded away, there were people with dreams, people who took those dreams, turned them into ideas, and then turned them into action. Now, it's never been easy. Creativity is always put to the test. It's laughed at, destroyed, rebuilt, and reimagined. Time and time again. Until one day, no one's laughing anymore. What was once considered science fiction becomes something real. Something wanted. Something needed. The Consumer Technology Association celebrates more than just technology. We celebrate the unmistakably human pursuit of what can be. So let's go explore. Let's be inspired. Let's make connections. And most of all, let's make a difference. After all, greatness lies ahead.
So that's a campaign we've launched. We're running ads and telling stories in Washington, D.C. and tech centers around the world, again, to sort of provide context and talk about the power, the transformative power of technology. And those stories, that's one of the great parts of my job is I get to tell those stories, and they're true. But equally true is the legitimate concerns about the impact of technology on society. And the discussion you're having today and the work that we're doing at CTA sort of occurs against this backdrop. There are concerns, is tech too big? There are antitrust concerns. There are concerns about technology and free speech, the responsible use of technology. And we, as many of you may have heard at CTA and CS, concerns about diversity. We had some interesting discussions about diversity on our keynote stage that's caused us to sort of look inward at ourselves and how we represent the industry and how we represent the industry here at CS and what that means. These are all critically important issues that we have to deal with. And ask these questions, are the virtues, the benefits of technology, are they worth some of these risks? What's the payoff? And maybe more importantly, what's our responsibility as a trade association? What's our responsibility as a industry to address these issues, job displacement and disruption? Disruption is great. Innovation is disruptive. It's fantastic. It creates outcomes. It creates all these great technologies. But we have to recognize and feel that responsibility that disruption can also cause chaos and cause legitimate concerns. And this issue is sort of beyond the traditional definition and concerns of corporate social responsibility. Because as you'll see around the show, and as we know, tech is everywhere, right? All of us are engaged in tech. It's just a part of our lives. If you have kids like I do, they're digital natives. They grow up with it. And so we have this incredible responsibility to ourselves, to our planet, to our children, to our futures, to deal with these issues. These are critical questions. And when I walk across the show floor, I see the good. I see the stories that I've shared. I see the power of technology. But I also see the responsibility. When I go home and I look in my kids' eyes, when I speak before youth groups, when I speak to underserved communities, I see the responsibility that we have. And so I just want to close and say, one, every day I sort of challenge myself, how can I best tell that story and how can we as an association address these issues? And I challenge each one of you as you go through these discussions today to ask yourself the same question. Are we doing enough? Are we taking the benefits of technology and the work we do to do good and address some of these critical issues? So have a great day. Thank you again. Go to CS, walk around the show floor, enjoy, and thank you very much.